the first shadow that learned to kill. Long ago, when the world was still young, and the stars had just begun to shine, there was no darkness as we know it. The sun never set, and the moon had not yet learned to glow. Light stretched across the land endlessly, and because of this, nothing ever died. Trees did not wither, rivers did not dry, and creatures did not fade. Life was eternal, but it was also unchanging. In this world, there lived a being named Lumin, the first child of the sun. Lumin was made entirely of light, bright and warm but restless. Unlike the others who were content with the endless day, Lumin often wandered to the edges of the world, where the light grew thin. There, Lumin noticed something strange, a faint, shapeless thing that trembled in the corners where the light did not reach. It was neither solid nor liquid, but something in between. Curious, Lumin reached out, and for the first time, the world knew shadow. At first, the shadow was small and harmless, clinging to Lumin like a quiet companion. Lumin named it Umbra and taught it to move, to stretch, to dance. The others were wary of Umbra, for it was strange and unknown, but Lumin assured them it was harmless. As time passed, Umbra grew stronger. It learned to separate from Lumin, to stand alone. It explored the world, slipping between cracks, sliding over stones and curling around the roots of trees. But the more Umbra moved, the more it noticed something troubling. Where it lingered too long, the light dimmed. Flowers bent their heads. Leaves lost their color. And one day, as Umbra rested beneath a great tree, the tree shuddered and died. No one had ever seen death before. The creatures of the world gathered in fear, crying out, "What has happened? What is this emptiness?" Lumin rushed to Umbra's side, horrified. "What have you done?" Umbra trembled. "I do not know. I only rested here." But the truth was clear. The shadow brought death. The others demanded that Lumin destroy Umbra, but Lumin hesitated. It did not mean to harm. It does not understand. Umbra, frightened and alone, fled into the deepest parts of the world, where light could not follow. There it wept, for it had never meant to hurt anything. It had only wanted to exist. Time passed, and the world changed. The first night fell as the sun dipped below the horizon, and for the first time shadows stretched everywhere. Creatures learned to fear the dark, for now death walked among them. But they also learned something else. Without death, there could be no change. Without endings, there could be no beginnings. Lumin searched for Umbra for many years, calling out into the growing dark. And one day, deep in the forgotten places, Umbra answered. "I did not ask for this power," Umbra whispered. "I know," Lumin replied. "But the world needs balance. Without shadows, there is no depth. Without night, there is no rest. Without death, there is no life." Slowly, hesitantly, the two reconciled. Lumin taught Umbra control, how to move without destruction, how to exist without fear. And in time, the world learned to live with both light and dark. But the first shadow never forgot what it had done. And so, even now, when night falls and shadows stretch long, they move carefully, knowing that though they must exist, they must never again kill without purpose. And that is why, even in the darkest night, there is always a promise of dawn.